So, hi friends, welcome everyone. So, hi friends. Hi Chintu. So, hi everyone. So, just in 2 minutes, I am going to start the quick revision for COM. So, till now, I have studied all the PPTs from 8th to 16th. So, and from that, what are the important topics like I thought, and what are the topics that from which topics we have got the questions, the model questions, from which PPT we have got the questions, we have I have checked that. Okay, so now I am going to explain. So what are all the questions, what are the numericals are there from which PPT, and how the questions are being asked. Okay, so you will have a quick revision for the two model papers completely, and as well as like you will have the another extra questions like what are there the PPTs that are not asked in the model paper. Okay, there are some questions that is not asked in the model paper and it is there in the PPT. I am going to tell that one as well, and as well as I am going to tell the model papers, the quick revision of two model papers as well. Okay, so I hope you have already listened to my previous videos that I have uploaded for the semester. Yeah, hi Chalam. So yeah, now I will going to I am going to a like quick revision for all the two papers. Okay, so see, main thing is if you are not understanding what the topic is there, right, so it is very difficult for you to answer the in the examination. Okay, yeah, so let me first of all let me know if it is visible correctly the screen. Are you able to able to see screen the paper? Are you able to see everything clearly or not? Just let me know. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if I got confirmation, yeah. Thank you, Divya. Yeah. So if you are able to see the paper perfectly, then let us start. So first of all, I have from every PPT what are all the questions that is asked from the model paper. I have covered that one as well. And other than the questions which are asked in the model papers, what are the extra things we can cover? That also I have started. Okay. So meanwhile, just give me 1 minute. Uh, just be on live, guys. Just 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah. See. Now you can see, right? Yeah. Yeah. See. Now you can see, right? So from 8th PPT. First of all, I am going with 8th PPT. Okay. From 8th PPT, these are the extra two questions I am going to explain. So before explaining that, I am going to explain from the 8th PPT what is there in the model paper. Okay. So yeah, like the two questions, like we have solved two papers, right? Two model papers that is from previous year and the one that is uploaded in Taxila, right? So we have answered those two, and what are the questions asked from the PPT 8. So I can tell you, right? So here, if you see this question, right, total time calculation. So you are able to see the screen, I mean the paper correctly, right? Let me know in comments. If yes, let me explain that in a very easy way. Okay. So shall I continue with the explanation, or you are not able to see, like the screen is not clear or anything? Yeah, thank you. I'm going with the continuing with the explanation. So here, if you see how the questions are being asked from the PPT 8. So what are the topics and how the questions are being asked. So in the 2 years, like we have solved the previous year model paper and the model paper that is released for us now, right? So there are two common questions. Yeah, Swami Neelam, my voice is breaking. Any other friends, others also facing the same issue? Please let me know. What about others guys? Still my voice is breaking or I am clear? No means here what it means, like my voice is clear or still it is breaking? Yeah, thank you. If it's clear, then let me continue with the explanation. Okay, so we have got the two similar questions. See, previous model paper and this year model paper as well, we have got the two same questions, like same model questions. So what is that question involves is like calculating the total time. So if you are writing this and going to the exam, you make me confuse what you are doing. Okay, so that's why I am explaining this. The main reason to explain this is like whenever you got the questions from the model, or if the model is changed or not, right? So you can able to answer that. Okay, yeah. So let me explain this. So I have already told in my videos that like whenever you are starting to answer a question, first thing you have to do is you have to write the given terms. Yes or no? So make sure that for every questions, don't forget to write the given terms. So for oops also I told some standard one, right? So for this, the standard one is the given. What are the terms? What are the numericals that are given in the question? Okay, first of all, let me explain the question. So whenever you understand the question only, then only you can answer the question. Okay, if you understand it currently only, then only you can answer. Okay, so consider a disk with an advertised average seek time of 5 milliseconds and a rotation speed of 15,000 rotation per minute and 512 byte per sector with 500 sectors per track and average rotational delay of 2 milliseconds. Suppose that we wish to read a file consisting of 3000 sectors for a total of 2.536 MB. So what is time consumed in sequential axis and also what is time consumed in random axis? Okay, so these are the two questions asked, like what is the time consumed in sequential axis and what is the time consumed in random axis. So first of all, the main thing is like, first of all we have to write the given terms. So what are the given terms? Given the average seek time is given, rotational speed is given, and the 512 bytes per second, that is also given, and how many sectors per track, that is 500 sectors per track. So these are all the given terms you have to write, and after that average rotational delay is given and the file. So see, if you see, we wish to, what is the question asked, what we need to find? Suppose that we wish to read a file consisting of 3000 sectors. Okay, suppose we wish to read a file of consisting of 3000 sectors. Okay, so our main thing is we have to read a file with 3000 sectors. Okay, so just imagine these are all the given terms you have written. So once you done writing all these things, right, you have to find something like the total time. For finding the total time, right, it depends on three things. What is that? The average rotational delay and the rotational speed and as well as the transfer time per sector. Okay, what are the three things? The time depends on average delay, like average seek time, plus and like rotational speed and transfer time per sector. These are the like three things that the total time will be depends. Okay, so see, just consider. So if you are not able to understand this question, right, so make sure to compare it with our daily life. So like take an example of library. So here if you are having 5 rows and in that 15,000 shelves each, and in each shelf you have 512 books, and in each book you have 500 pages, like that. Okay, then if you ask me what are the total number of pages, means you have to multiply all this like this only. But here what we need to find, we have to find the only 3000 pages. We need to find 3000 pages. Okay, so how to find that? So first of all, average seek time is given. So I have already told, for finding the total time, right, it depends on three factors. What are those? Average seek time, and rotational delay, and another one is transfer time per sector. These are the three things that total time will be depends on. Okay, so first of all, average seek time is already given, and next, rotational average rotational speed. So how to find that? Just like rotational speed is there, right? What is the rotational speed is given? 15,000 rpm, that is 15,000 rotations per minute. Okay, so it is given for minute. First let me convert into seconds. Okay, so how can we convert the minutes into seconds? Just dividing it by 60 we can convert, right? So I have just done that only. So I have converted the rpm into rps, that is nothing but minute to seconds, just dividing it by 60. So here 15,000 rpm is there, right? 15,000 by 60, that is 250 rotation per second. Got it? And after that, sectors per second. So see here the rotation speed you have 250 rotation per second. How many sectors you have? You have 500 sectors per track. Okay, you have 500 sectors per track. Just multiply this with the rotations. Okay, 500 into 250, that is 1,25,000 sectors per second. Okay, 1,25,000 sectors per second. So how can we find the transfer time? Just invert that. Just divide it. Whenever you have your walk rate or frequency, right? If you want the time, just take the inverse 1 by the given rate or anything. Okay? Yeah, sure. Yeah, Divya. Yeah, Divyasri. So how to find the transfer time? Just convert the minutes into seconds, and after converting the seconds, just as it is the rotation per second, so you have to check for sectors per second. Okay, so after finding the sectors per second, you have to find transfer time per sector. So here 0.008 milliseconds is the transfer time per sector. Once you got to know transfer time per one sector is 0.08 milliseconds, so what will be the transfer time for 3000 sectors? It will be 3000 into 0.008. If you multiply that, you will get 24 milliseconds. Okay, so see, if it is sequential, we can directly multiply it with 3000. If it is random, first we have to find the time, total time for one sector. How can we find that? As we already know, 5 seconds for average seek delay, like average seek time, and 2 minutes for average rotational delay, and 0.008 milliseconds for which one? The transfer time per one sector. So total time taken for one sector is 7.008. So total time for random 3000 sectors is 3000 into 7.008, that is of 21.024 seconds. So which means if you are finding the 3000 sectors which are arranged in sequential axis, you need 31 milliseconds. As if you have to find the random axis where 3000 sectors, for 3000 sectors, then you need 21 seconds. It is 31 milliseconds and it is 21 seconds, 21.024. So let me know in the comments if you are clear with this answer. So if everyone is clear, then you got one question. Okay, so similar question I am going to explain again in another question I am going to explain. So before that, please confirm whether like you have understood this question or not in the comments. So if everyone is clear with this question, I am going to next question, as I hope you guys and you friends have been understanding this, you understood this question. So I am going to explain the same model again in another one. Okay, another question. So another question. So same model. Okay, you have to try this one, similar. Let me explain the question first. Okay, the question is like, a disk is made of 72 recording surfaces and 20,000 tracks. There is an average of 600 sectors per track. Each sector contains 512 bytes of data. The processor has a 32-bit addressing scheme. Identify the number of bits required to identify data in disk. So extra one thing is asked, we have to identify the number of bits. And also, what is average time to read or write a 512 byte sector if disk rotating speed is 20,000 rotation per minute? The average seek time is 5 milliseconds, transfer rate is 200 MB per second, and the controller overhead is 0.1 milliseconds. Assume that the disk is idle so that there is no waiting time. So this is a very big question. Still, how can we crack it? Make the solution in an easy way. First thing is read the question. Second thing is write the given terms. What are the given terms here? If you see, 72 recording surfaces, and in each surfaces you have 20,000 tracks, and in each track you have 600 sectors, and in each sector you have 512 bytes. These are the given terms that I have written. And if you want total addressable units, that means total addressable bytes, how many bytes you have, just multiply with all these things. You will have total 412 GB. So we need the bits, not in bytes. So we are converting the bytes into bits. Okay, just take the logarithm of that value, that will be converted into bits. And this is the first part of the question. Now the second part, what is the average time to read or write a 512 byte sector? So all the given terms I am writing here. If you see, given average seek time is 5 milliseconds, rotational latency is off. Like rotational latency you can find, right? Just take this, like divide it by 60 and take the inverse of that. Okay, half rotation, how much? It is the average rotational delay. Okay, so transfer time, what is the total size? Let the size 512 bytes per sector, right? And the total speed, what is the rate? Just divide it, it will get the transfer time. Also control overhead is given. So total average time is adding all those things. So after adding all these things, you will get, it takes 6.6 ml to read or write one 512 byte sector. Everyone is clear with this? Let me know in comments. So yes, thank you Chintu for your confirmation. So this is the first, like I have told, right, 8 PPTs are there. This is the first 8th PPT. So with this, in the 8th PPT itself, as I have thoroughly studied all this, then I thought this will be the important, as we got in 2 model papers we got this question, this type of model question. So you can understand, so how much important is this. So in tomorrow exam in COA, we will be getting 6 questions in COA. I think 8 marks of 2 questions, and other 4 questions are for 6 marks. Okay, I think this may we will get for 8 marks. So please don't, first of all, see, if you're writing the notes and you're taking the exam, yeah, it will be helpful. You know the reason. If you're taking the right notes and if you're taking to the exam, then oops, what you have done, you will write whatever the question comes, you will write the answer that is there in the book only. So that's why I'm telling, just try to spend the time you are spending to write the book, right? So extra time, just some time, spend time for to study. So it will be very important. This won't take much time for you to understand. Before the exam, just whatever I'm telling, just remember that and go to the exam. Score 15 to 20 more than average marks, more than half marks. Okay. I don't know why, yesterday, today exams, 2 exams also, what are the things I have explained yesterday, right? I got those 2 questions only, those the concepts that I have explained yesterday only, right? Those are the concepts that we got in today exams. Okay, so similarly, as I am expecting, I'm not telling 100% confident, but I am expecting what we can come. Screen is blur. Now is it Okay, Swati. Network issue, I think. 1 minute. Yeah, please wait. Let me check the issue. Is it somewhat clear than previous one? See, these are the questions you can open, and in your you have written notes, I think, I guess. So those questions only I will be explaining here. So from which PPT I will be telling that one on that thing. Okay. So if it is somewhat blur, right? I think now it's clear. No, still. So as it is blur for everyone, right? I don't know what's the reason. So I will do one thing. I will make a PDF of these things, like one PDF, and I'm going to upload in the LearnBuzz. Okay. So after uploading the LearnBuzz, everyone can download. So once everyone downloads the PPTs, right? Like the PDFs, right? Then I will do one thing. In my laptop, I am going to share my screen and I will show the PDF, and I will going to explain there itself. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can comment me on the comment section. So will it be fine for everyone? Like as the video is blurred, so I can do that for you. Let me know in comments. If it is fine, then I will make a PDF. I will make a PDF now only, and I will be uploading that in the LearnBuzz. And once you download, I will be opening that in my laptop, and I will be sharing my screen, and I will be explaining. Just a quick recap I will give for everything. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So with this, I'm stopping my live. So guys, please wait for 5 minutes. That I will make a PDF of all these like model papers answers and the topics that I have written. So I will make PDF and I will upload a one PDF in the LearnBuzz, and I am going to explain that in the laptop within 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. So thanks for joining. With this, I'm concluding my live, and again I will start the live at 10 minutes only. Okay. Thank you. Bye.